Okay, well this arrived after I was done recording, but I'm gonna include this in the video anyway. I got the Figma Doom Guy reissue, and it's really fucking hard to see him with all the shiny plastic and everything, but I heard that there was a lot of issues with the original Doom Guy Figma from Doom Eternal, but apparently this reissue is a lot better, so we'll see how that works. Jeez, he comes with so much stuff. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, he comes with so much shit. And also, he's got that new figure smell. And also, he's huge! Like, damn! Bigger than most figures that are supposed to be the same scale, but wow. Yeah, I can definitely see an issue with the gaps on his shoulders. Like, that's weird looking. Looks fine there, but you can still tell it's a little too spaced out. Also, the most important thing that I noticed is that they actually colored his elbows correctly. Because the original release had elbows that I think were too light colored, which I think might have been like the color of the plastic before they put paint on it. And it seems like they finally addressed that issue. Better late than never, I guess, because the original release I know pissed a lot of people off, despite how promising it looked. I know some people gave it some pretty negative reviews, but I got it because I missed out, and I didn't buy any of those bootlegs that were being sold on AliExpress for like $20 fucking, because I know it's a bootleg. So it's like, okay, I'll just hold off until I can get it. I swear these blisters get bigger and bigger now. Like, I can't even put them on the damn thing. So bear with me. Ooh, he almost fell over. Wow, this thing looks great. Now that I can actually see him. Did a pretty good job with the paint. Oh, you can just put his arms back. Like, squeeze them back in. Okay. Kind of has that problem where his arms kind of always turned like inward. Because of the, okay, the shoulders you can kind of, okay, you can kind of hide it. Damn, this dude is tall. It's gonna be kind of hard to film him. Oh wait, let me. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to film him because he's a little bit tall, but should be okay. Let me move him back a bit. Hold on, I gotta adjust this. Yeah, he looks great. He's not like super glossy looking or shiny or whatever. Oh, they removed this so that it doesn't easily break. Yeah, you can tell it's like really, hold on, sorry. Yeah, I think it's funny that, I don't know if this was originally a ball peg or something, but I think it's funny that this little thing, you know, like that little gun laser thing that is on his back is not on him by default, because I kept hearing that there were issues and some people actually broke theirs. So, yeah. Also, I think he was sold for way less than he actually went for originally. I think he got sold for like 80 bucks or 70 bucks, but you know, I had to fucking pay tariff to get this dude. Damn cyber demons. There's just a ridiculous amount of detail. You know, I'm gonna have to go over that now. Ooh, I don't like how they did those knees. That definitely looks wrong. Like, why is it like that? Like, this could have, this whole thing here could have just been the hinge, but whatever. Hold on, I wanna inspect some of this detail. Okay, so I've seen some people say that the visor doesn't have his face on it, and it should have, and I do agree. Like, let me see a little bit of his face. And also there's nothing in there. It looks like, sorry, it looks like they put a lot of work into the paint. Look at this. It's a little hard to see, and these lights might not be helping me right now. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. You can see like the little paint right here. The visor, I don't know if it's supposed to look like this. I think it might be a bit, it's not, I think maybe it's supposed to be chrome or something, I'm not sure. But I really like the texture and everything, but I feel like maybe his armor should be more scratched up and battle damage, just because like Doomguy is always like covered in like dirt, grime, and blood and everything because of all the demons he's killing. So I'm not sure. It looks a little too clean for Doomguy, but it's extremely fucking detailed. Like look at the put like a wash on here. I think it's a bit hard to see. Let me see. You can see a bit of a wash there. Like, I think that's really cool. Here it looks a little clean, a little too clean. All these like sculpted details, like they went all in on like his sculpt. You can see like the gloves have all these like little things popping out. All of it is different colors. Like I think the reason he was so expensive was because he's so detailed and like is riddled with paint. Like paint is literally everywhere on this guy. Even these pouches are like kind of like a painted brown color. They could have had more. I still think he needs more of a wash on certain parts of him, just so they don't look so they don't look a little bit plain. Like they should look a bit better. But like, damn, look at all this. There's paint everywhere. And I think they changed some of the application of the paint, because I think I've seen in some photos this part used to be a bit brighter, like this whole like stomach area. But I don't know. I don't have an original copy, so I can't tell you all the differences. But they did a really good job. Like, look at the brown on here. Hold on, look at the brown. It's really well done. And then here too, like on the back. Like, damn. They put like, man, I wish Guyver had like this much detail. But like that figure's still great too, but wow. I'm trying to like get all of this detail in. But he just has like so much. I haven't really played Eternal, I've only played original Doom and Doom 2016, so I don't know all the details of his suit in this game, but Jesus, like, this is what I want from Figma in terms of detail. Like for the characters that do have this level of detail, like they should go in on like all of it. Like obviously anime characters are gonna have less detail because, you know, they're supposed to be like animation accurate, so they look more simplified. But like when you do a character with so much shit like this, like you gotta make it look like it's from the game or from the source material. So they did a great job. Like his paint job is insane, especially for Figma standards. So like this dude, I would give him maybe a 9, 9.5? No, 9. Because there's certain things that look weird aesthetically. Like his shoulders look weird. Like his arms and the joints right here kind of ruined the look. And he looks a little bit stumpy. Like I think his torso should be a little bit taller. Or maybe it's just because this part is so high up. I don't know if that's part of the character design or just part of how he looks in game, but he looks really good. Like as soon as I took him out of the box, I was like, holy shit, it's actually Doomguy. So I'll commend them for that, but I still think stuff like this, like the weird tiny shoulders and like, I don't know, they could have finessed this a little bit more so that it doesn't look weird. Like just make it so that these shoulders just close in. Like give me a little bit more room to close it so that I can hide the gaps. Kind of like the Samus. Like the Samus Metroid Dread that I reviewed like forever ago. Okay, so detail is insane. Now let's see if his articulation's any good, because I've never looked at this figure. Okay, so his head can look up. really well. Can look down, not so much, which is weird because he's always gonna be looking down on those demons and like crushing them. What about a little attitude? A little bit. He can kind of have some subtle poses, but like you can still move his neck everywhere, so that's cool. I think he is on the Figma hinge though. Yeah, I think he's on a Figma hinge with a ball peg on the bottom, which is why it works pretty well. But you can also like fuck up the alignment on his neck, so I'm not sure. Okay, now the weird arms. They have like this hinge sort of thing that slides for his shoulders, so you can kind of hide the gaps, but they wouldn't have needed to do all that if they just made the connection a little bit shorter, or just made it so that it wasn't floating so much. Like if you just brought it down a little bit, it would be a bit better. But even then, you can still kind of see it's like a little, like there's a weird gap here and there probably shouldn't be one. Like just put something here to give it a little bit more, just to like make it look a little bit more seamless. Because you'd have to like turn it like this to really hide it, but it still looks weird. Okay, so besides this, like I do like that this is on a double ball peg, so it can kind of just move freely, so you can do whatever you want with it. But okay, arms go all the way up, but because they did this, and they could have just easily made this maybe a butterfly joint or something else. Oh no, never mind. His arms do go all the way up. But since the shoulders are connected, it looks a little weird, and I don't think it's like this in game. It might actually just be part of his body. But I know most figures tend to just put the shoulders on the arm so that it's easier for mobility, even if it doesn't look right. But I think Samus has the same thing. But the benefit is that it lets you do this, so that you can not have it look weird, or actually hinder the range, so you can actually kind of hide it like this. So that's good. There is kind of a bicep swivel, but it's technically just moving the whole fucking arm. So that's a thing. And then obviously there's a forearm swivel because the Figma joint, which I still don't like because you just have this big ass gap. You could have just done a normal double hinge, double elbow, but whatever. Kind of like Guyver and some of the other ones. But let's see the range. That's over 90 degrees, but it just looks ugly. Like they put in a joint that's not big enough for the gap that they created. Like if this was like twice the size, it would be bigger. Or if they just closed this big ass gap, it would be better. But they designed it that way, so. And it doesn't even have like the shifting sort of thing you can do like on a Revoltech joint, so that's kind of lame. But you still get some decent range, especially because he has like this ridiculously huge bicep. What else? And then he has this. It's fine, but I think the armor kind of gets in the way. So there's that. Okay. What else? Oh, I think he has I think he does have a shoulder joint. You see that? It's right here. And it looks really plain, but you're not really supposed to be paying attention to it anyway. And I think it can go. Oh, look at that! He can go across the chest super easily. Look, big bulky Doom guy can put his arm across his fucking chest. And then Goku can't. I always bring up the fucking Dragon Ball figures. Because they're characters that are supposed to be able to do that thing, and then they can't. But then fucking Doom guy can bring his arm across his chest. Oh, not as much on this one for some reason. Is it not as good on one side? Oh, maybe because it's sculpted differently. Oh, I guess because the armor plate is different. It's just this little lip thing right there, little thing there. But you can still get it across decently, which is good. Yeah, why is this little thing here? Like, cut that off and then you would get the range. Oh no, you can still, okay. Look at this. Why can he do it, but not like some of the other characters that I've looked at? Like, damn. That's really good though, because he needs it for some of his weapons, like the chainsaw and the sword, so. That's great. He actually has good range so that he can actually hold his weapons. The worst thing you can do with a guy who has weapons is not be able to let him hold his weapons properly. Okay, now let's see. His torso is... it's gappy, but you can move it that way. I wish they didn't make it so that he can kind of move forward. But not too much. Oh, but it can shift all around, which is cool. But then this part doesn't do anything. Except lean forward. Oh, wow. What the fuck? You can actually lean forward. Except you get this ugly gap. But if you just... Like, look at how hollow that joint is. Like, they could have just made this joint bigger. Because it has so much fucking room in there. But because it has so much room, it actually gives him the ability to move around. So it's actually really good. I don't know, maybe I'm just lucky because I have the reissue, but like I don't see too many of the same flaws as everybody else did. Like, look at that. Gaps aside, like, look at this. Like, if you just show him from the front, yeah, he's gonna be leaning in and doing some cool shit. So that's good. And then leaning back, not so much leaning back. This joint doesn't even lean back, I think it only leans forward, so I think it might just be, an ab crunch? No. Not an ab crunch. What is this? I think it's a ball peg that just happens to have an ab crunch. I don't know now. I think it just allows him to crunch his upper joint so much. Like a lot more. I'm not sure. I don't know what I just said. It just allows him to crunch the upper torso way more. Gives him a little bit more lean so that he can just hunch over. Which looks weird as long as you don't look at it from behind. It's just like, whoa, he can do all that? With all that bulky armor? Let me see, and then the legs. I know the legs are probably the weak part because, oh, these move? I didn't know that. Wish they kind of got out of the way a bit more, but... Okay, and then his legs, do not... Oh, wait, no. They have decent range. Like for Doom Guy? Yeah. Oh, hey! He can actually kick something. I wasn't expecting that, actually. I heard he had bad range, because they gave him these giant fucking flaps. Like, if it was just this part, and then you made this like a cap or some kind of like joint that like swings out, kind of like kind of like a lot of SH Figuarts, then it would be better. But they gave him this weird ass flap. I wish I could do something about that, but oh well. I think they should have just made this part soft just so that it can stretch out a bit. But oh whoa, he actually has good range on his feet. Like, what the fuck? I didn't expect Doom Guy to be so flexible. Like, look at this, hold on. Like, that's really good. I'm surprised. Especially with how gappy it is. Like, it looks ugly when you split it, which is why they should have separated these two parts, but... As long as you look at it, I think, from here instead of here, you probably won't notice. But they did a good job. Okay, going forward, that might be a problem. Going forward... Wait, let me fix him. Forward, he can go all the way forward, but that's going to look a little ugly. Because of this. I think they could have figured this out, I think. Like, I feel like they did a lot of the engineering after they designed the figure, because it looks like they sculpted the figure first as potentially a statue, and then they're like, oh wait, shit, we need to give him joints. And they didn't think about it. A lot of the time it feels like they do, but then this time it's like, oh, nope. God, his upper thigh is huge. Is this supposed to be his ass? Because his ass is right here. I don't know. Like, look at the shape on that, like... Okay, and then the ugly knee joint. Why didn't they just make it so that this is the knee? Like, you could have just sculpted this as a kneecap over this joint, and then it would have looked better. Just look at it. When you do this, it looks good. When you do this, it looks even better. And then when you do this, it's like, oh... that doesn't look right. This is why it should have been a double... Like, it's placed in the weirdest spot. It should have just been bigger. You see this? Look. It's placed in the weirdest spot. Like, it's right here, when it should have just been this whole curve. You see this whole inner part right here on the back of his thigh? Like, right here, this whole knee should have just been the joint, and then they just put this over it so that it can hide the joint so it looks more aesthetically pleasing. But they really needed to sculpt all of this fucking knee detail so that you can see how good the knee looks. It's like, okay, I think you didn't need to do all that. You could have just put a kneecap or just made it a normal double jointed knee, and then it would look better. But that's more of a criticism, that's more of a nitpick, I guess, but no, it's not really a nitpick when it looks this weird. But I guess, like, you shouldn't expect him to bend his knees so much. They didn't cut enough away to actually give him the range. So he can actually only bend like 90 degrees. I think? No, 90 is like... Oh, his little floppy... 90 is like somewhere around here. Kind of hard to tell with the way his leg looks. Somewhere around here. So it's like a little bit more than 90 degrees, but oh well. Like, can he properly bend down? Oh yeah, he can. I guess because he has really big boots. Look at that. Okay, so he has like really big boots, so that's fine. So good for him. Okay, but then what about his like ankles? Ooh, oh no. Gotta put him back. Okay, I was a little worried for a second. I'm like, please tell me I didn't fuck this thing up by just posing it. He might actually be really good. I guess maybe I'm just lucky because now I don't have to deal with the same quality control problems. But we'll find out when I eventually do a real review of this thing. I just hate that they didn't put the knees in the right place. Like, I don't get why they did that. Like, the elbows, okay, I hate them, like, the way they look, but I can kind of live with it. Because at least when it's bent like this, it looks okay. It's just that you don't look at it from other angles. Like, what was the point of giving him this knee pad, elbow pad, if you can't even hide the elbow properly? Like, you could have just moved the placement of that so it covers this part. Or just made it so that it's like a longer, I don't know, I'm thinking too much. So many things that they could have done differently. But I'll save that for the review, even though plenty of people have reviewed this thing already, but I don't really care. This is the reissue. It's different. Okay, and then his toes. Go back. And then go forward a little bit, and then no toe hinge? That's weird, no toe hinge. Like, no little extra, like, movement there. And then this little thing moves. That's it. Not too much, but... Okay, so overall his articulation is surprisingly good. Like, what they could have done is that, you see this part right here? This whole brown thing right here? This could have probably just been the shoulder mechanism instead of encasing it inside here. But I do appreciate that it's not super caved into his chest. Like, you can see it's actually like on the outside part of his torso. Like, if this was made by Bandai, it would be like in here. And then it's like, hey, why can't the shoulder move? It's because Bandai normally put their shoulder and butterfly joints so deep inside of the chest, like, it won't even work. This guy's works because it's on the outside, and so it can actually swing out. And look at that, look, that's even better than what I saw earlier. I got earlier, because I'm using the butterfly joint now. And then for this part, oh you can still get the same amount. It's just not moving as much as the other one. Or maybe it is, and it's just kind of... But, like, he shouldn't be able to do... he shouldn't be able to have this good range, but he does. Like, wow. Alright, so I'm actually really impressed with his articulation. I know some people probably aren't, but, like, I think the only problem are his knees. Like, maybe the knees, and then, I guess, not being able to look down so much. You can kind of look down, but not as much as I'd like, but... In some ways, he's extremely good, and then in some ways, it's like, okay, you could have done a little bit better, like, better elbow / better elbow range. Could have finessed the shoulders a little bit more, just so that they don't look a little gappy. It should be a little bit closer to his body, but okay. Hey, he's pretty good! Even though those knees are... Like, and they're small too, like, why do you have such small knees? Like, small knee joints, like, make this joint bigger so that it can take better advantage of, like, the size of this dude. Anyway, I want to give him... I don't want to say 9, because it's not like he can, like, crunch forward. Wait, can he do that? Can he, like, touch his toes? His toesies? I don't think so. Holy shit, he can almost touch his toes. Fucking chonky ass Doom guy can almost touch his toes. Like, whoa. Wait, can I... Ooh, I might need to do something about that joint. Holy shit, why is he able to... Like, damn, he can almost touch his toes. Crazy gappage and, like, you know, exposed joints, like, exposing all this stuff, but... Whoa, dude, he can almost touch his toes. Honestly, it might be slightly better than the, Thousand Toys, Master Chief. Oh, this part gets caught. It gets stuck. Ugh, I hope that's not a sign that it'll break. I hope that's just, like, tightness or something. Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful not to move that leg so much. Or maybe just apply oil or something. Just to, like, not make it so stiff. Okay. I'm actually pretty impressed with his articulation, because not only did they have this crazy ball joint and everything, it seems like there's a little bit of extra stuff going on here, and to give him more, like, forward leaning range, so I guess he can properly, like, pose and hold his weapons. And he looks great, so I actually think he's extremely good. It's just that, like, I don't agree with the choices they made towards the shoulders. Like, they could have done that a lot better. The elbows could have been done better, and the knees could have been completely different. Like, they could have just either done a normal double jointed knee, which may or may not have given him better range, but considering how huge his thighs are, I guess they probably couldn't. And then, like, you really didn't need to add, like, this orange part here. I think you could have just gotten rid of that and then just give him a bigger knee joint that's, like, actually inside of the fucking knee instead of being, like, weirdly, like, outside. Like, it should be located, like, in the inside. Like, they know how to do, like, some of these, like, mechanical, like, type characters, like characters in armor and characters that are, like, robotic looking or something. But I guess Mecha Smile didn't work on this. I think it's just like their standard Figma team. I think if Mecha Smile worked on it, like the Model Kid and Robot team, they probably could have worked out the aesthetics on his joints a lot better. But overall, I think his articulation is, like, I want to say 8.5, just because I don't like the knees. If it had better knees, well, 9, I guess. Okay, so let's see some of his accessories, and then we're gonna stop here. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna look at my favorite weapon in Doom, which is the fucking super shotgun. I don't know why it has these little pointy blade things on it, but I guess that's so he can just stab them with it. I do like the details. I do kind of wish that they made like the barrel like black, so it kind of mimics like the inside of it. But it looks really good. I like the details. Maybe they could have put like a black wash on it just to make it a little bit more rusted, or like that it's been like used, you know, to kill demons and stuff. I don't think it even has a trigger, like a little part that shows the trigger. But it looks really good. Like, look at this thing. And then of course the sword looks really good. It has the engraving on it, like on the plastic, which is really cool. You can see that. Now when I actually review this thing, I need to take a better picture of this, but this looks great. And see, like this is what I'm talking about, like they could have put a wash right here, because this brown looks kind of plain. Like put a little bit of black in there just to bring out the details a bit more. But I guess they didn't do that because he's going to be holding it in his hand, and they don't want the paint to rub off on it. And then, of course, the BFG. This has a little bit of hollow plastic. This feels heavier than this. And this, I guess, is because they don't want it to be paperweight. But this needs to be lightweight because it's so huge. Because if you made it heavy, then he couldn't hold it. But here's the BFG. Holy shit. It is huge. That's why it's called the big fucking gun. But anyway, really like the detail. Honestly, it looks more like a weapon from Halo. It looks more like a Halo gun. Like a Halo 5 or something. Not like a Bungie one, but looks great. You see? You can do the first person perspective right here. And same thing here, you can do the first person perspective. And then for this, what's the perspective here? You do it like this. I don't know. I'm just playing around now. And then the last one, technically, is the chainsaw. The dope saw? That's what it says. Why does it have like this little thing on it? I think this also should have been more rusted and have a bit more detail. Same thing, it's the same thing like the SHF Chainsaw Man I looked at earlier in the video. Where it's like, okay, you put they put a crazy like amount of black wash on here. On the actual like chains, like on this part of the chainsaw. Which is great, but then they didn't do it here. Like, it's just gray, but it doesn't have enough, like, it has a little bit, you see that? A bit hard to see, but you see a little bit of black on it? Could have put more, like, make it more rusted, make it more, like it's been used, since, you know, that's what he's going to be using it for, like, it's for ripping and tearing and killing. So, that's about it. He technically has one more thing, which is this. The arm blade. You swap out the arm blade here. Swap out the arm blade here, and then you just put this. I'm trying to see how it connects. I think it's like a small peg or something that connects to it. Can I just remove this? Oh, hey, wow, that's so seamless. You saw how easy that was? You just put it in here, and then you just do this. Hopefully it's about as easy as it was. Oh no, maybe it won't fit now. Oh, come on. It shouldn't be that hard to put in. There we go. Yeah, now he's got the arm blade, so now he can just go. Hold on. I wanna pose him up doing the pose. Pose him doing the pose. Wow, nice English there. Yeah, just go like something like that. So that's pretty cool. Oh, he's a very like toyetic type of figure. Like he's a character that like makes sense for a toy because he has all this cool armor and weapons and stuff. So I think it works. Well, obviously his game isn't for kids, but it's okay. Kids probably would like him anyway. They probably just think he's a cool guy with power armor, which he is. Okay, and then just put this back in. I do like how easy it is to swap out the blade. Like it's not super difficult. It's just like a little like straight peg sort of thing. Let me get his hands first, and then swap the weapons, and then I'm pretty much done. Okay, and he comes with the big ass Figma stand, the same one that Arcrid, I think, came with, and some of the other ones. I don't remember off the top of my head. I know it was Arcrid, and I think CL. I haven't reviewed that one yet. I haven't posted the review for that one yet, just because that figure's terrible, and I don't want to spend the time editing that. Oh, and the Figma MILF Saber, right. And then he has a bunch of hands, like right here. Like, look at this. He's got 2, 4. He has 10 hands, like 10 extra hands. That's crazy. And then 1 extra, so 11 hands, and then that little thing that connects to his back. So that's a lot of stuff. And then of course the little Figma baggie. But yeah, like damn. Also, they need to start making these baggies like bigger, because this guy has so much shit. I don't even think you could fit all of that in there. Like for like the usual anime character size figures, like they don't come with enough accessories where like you have to worry about it fitting all in the baggie. But like I remember the Figma Mio and Arcrid like had so much shit, like they couldn't fit properly in there without me trying to like wedge them in. So I don't know, Figma, give me bigger bags for the accessories. Okay, time to rip and tear the bag. Did I actually cut it properly? What? I didn't? Where did I cut it? Oh, come on. Give me the damn scissors. Please tell me that works. There we go. Time to rip and tear the bag. First part is all of this, plus the really big extra joint that they give you. I'm running out of space here. This is very cramped because it comes with so much stuff. Hands, and I needed the little bag. Oh, come on, this is such a pain in the ass. Is there like a tape or something in there? Oh, maybe that was the tape from one night. Hold on. See, look, this is what I'm talking about. How is it gonna fit all of this shit in there? Like, look how big this thing is. It's like almost half the size. It could fit all the stuff, potentially, so I don't have to like put all of it back in the blister, but we'll see. Now I gotta look at his hands. Also, it came with that little curved piece. You see that? Look at that. Okay, the problem is that I don't know which hand is for what. And I didn't take out the instructions, so We're gonna have to just figure it out. Okay, so I forgot about this little thing. I thought this was a ball hinge, but I don't think it is, because it's not like the usual Figma joint, but this probably would have been the right place for them to put it. So I think it's literally just a ball that connects here, and then I think you just kind of manipulate it like this so that Doom Guy can put it on his back. But now I'm wondering what this one is for. Like, is this part of the same thing, or like what is... whatever. The instructions, I haven't looked at them yet. So I think you literally just take this and then just put this in here. Yeah, there we go. It just pegs in there. And then you adjust the ball peg. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Now the little thing can just hang out there. And then you just bend it back like this, and then it stays hidden. Or I guess stays behind him? Couldn't you just like press it down like this, I think? I don't know how this silly thing works. Just don't move certain parts of it because you might end up breaking it. I think they maybe adjusted it so that it doesn't break easily, because I know that was a huge problem with the original. Release of this thing. Let me see. Which gun does what? I'm gonna find this out. Okay, this might be a little difficult to figure out, but I'm trying to go based on the diagram that this shows me on the instructions. Wait, so what's that extra hand for? Is that like... doesn't seem to be used for anything. I guess it's just like a weird thumbs up sort of hand? Whatever, it says I have to use hand number 6/number 2 to get the gun holding hand for the shotgun. Which one is that? Oh, thank God they fucking tell you. Oh, it's written on all of them. So I might keep these hands inside of this little thing just so I don't get confused. Because the hands are so similar. Oh, thank fucking God. And they put them in these little things so that the connection doesn't shrink or whatever, because that can happen with plastic sometimes. Oh, thank God they did that for you. It's a really huge, like, straight peg. Yeah, so I recommend you put these little hands and put them in the same spot of the hand that you just removed, so that you don't fucking lose track of the hands. Because I always, like, forget which hands are what, so... Come on, come on. Get wedged in. Okay. And then the shotgun is here. And then you just connect it like this. Wait a minute, that's not right. Wait, hold on, that's not right. It said R6, right? Did I put the wrong one? No. Oh. But it says R6. Oh, come on. Oh, it's R2. Are you fucking serious? This hand is for something else. Please don't be like me and not properly look at the instructions. Kind of crazy they put like a really long straight peg on his hands. I guess you kind of need to, because the standard like ball joint thing for the peg might not be enough. Here's the thing I don't like. They only give you one extra fucking peg, like for the wrist. Just give me two, because in case I break both joints, I don't have to get an entire replacement. Like in case a elbow or leg joint breaks, just give me the extra part so I don't have to like go out of my way to figure out how to get the extras. Oh, where is it? Okay, now let's see if this works. What? Okay, I was like, come on, really? It kind of doesn't fit in his hand that well. Or I'm not doing it right. What? Okay, that's a bit better. I was like, wait, are you serious? There we go, now it actually fits in his hand. Thank God, because I was like, wait, what the fuck, why is it not working? Okay, so there's him holding the shotgun. Wait, can I make it look like he's jumping in the air, shooting something? Like on the box. Oh, come on, that's not that good looking. Because the way he holds it's kind of weird. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna look at his sword hand. His sword and then what hand it goes with. And maybe stop there. The BFG and everything else I can save for later. Alright, so there's this hand. Okay. Silly me uses the same hand. So I just slide that out. Put this back on. Hopefully I can put it back on without fucking damaging anything. Okay, and then you use, what does it say? L3? I don't know why it says L3 when it could just be 1. I think this is the hand that holds it. Oh wow, that was like stuck. Please don't make those things stuck so that I can actually fucking remove them. Okay, let's put this in here for now. Why am I showing like the whole thing? I don't know, I feel like this figure is better than most people gave it credit for. Maybe it just had some really fucking bad QC when it first came out. I think, since I'm not really experiencing that with this reissue, I'd say that maybe my opinion is more positive. But like, just like the Ryu Hayabusa, it had some. That one definitely had some problems I didn't like, but I was willing to deal with it. This doesn't have as many problems. Okay, how the fuck am I supposed to? Oh, I think you just slide it in here. Damn, he can actually hold the gun. Wait, how well can he hold the... Oh wow, he can just hold it with the one arm. Damn, and Guts can't hold his sword. But this dude can hold the... Okay, how do I do this? You see the power of the shoulder joints. You see, if you don't have those fucking shoulder joints, then you can't actually hold stuff. Oh, I think you hook the hand underneath. Maybe like this? I didn't look at the box. Oh, yeah, he holds it pretty high up. Wait, let me look at the box. Where is his hand? Okay, his hand is underneath. Okay. His hand is right here. I'm like, how does he hold this thing? Wait, lean him a little bit more. Hey, that looks pretty cool. He's holding the fucking BFG. Oh, wait. I can look a little bit more to the side. That's pretty cool. He's not holding it like completely like properly because I haven't figured out how to do everything right yet, but that looks really cool. And then I'll save the. Do I have to really show everything? Yeah, I'm going to. Let me see. And then the chainsaw, and the sword. Okay. So that's the BFG. Looks great. He holds it well enough. And surprisingly, it's very lightweight so that he can just, like, dude can just hold it in one hand. Like, he's that strong. Well, I know it's super lightweight, but still. But, like, just think about it, like, he's so strong he can hold the gun in one hand. Guys, you're supposed to use your imagination. Okay. Let's see what's next. Oh, it is just a thumbs up hand. It just has this big ass thumbs up hand. That's literally what that extra hand is for, like just so he can gesture. Where's the other one? This one seems to be his sword holding hand, so let's see if that works. How do you connect the sword? I like that it doesn't fucking tell you. That means you have to like... Is this part like removable or... No. That's annoying. Typically Figma doesn't do that. They make it so that you don't have to wedge it. Wedging it is usually bad. Come on, you couldn't have made this part removable? Yeah, I'm pulling on it. I don't see a removable piece. No, you just... Oh. Wait. Okay. Yeah, I think you just do it like that. Wait, let me see the other hand. There's another hand here. For the other side. Is this the same one? It looks slightly different. Wait, so then what hand do you use? Oh, I'm using the wrong one. See, this is really annoying because I have to keep track of all these hands. This seems to be the one that works. This one with the weird, like, square shape of it, I'm not sure what that one's for. Oh, come on. Please fit in the thing properly. Are you sure you don't remove it? Okay, so I don't see a way to remove the handle, which would have made this a lot easier. But it seems like you have to actually wedge it so that his hand can fit in the handle for the sword, which I don't like. Because that'll cause the grip to get loose over time, and if it's made specifically, you know, just to fit through like a circular like cylinder or something, like the sword handle, if it was removable, it would just make it way easier. But yeah, there you go. You can hold the cool laser energy. What the fuck is this thing made out of? Anyway, you can hold the cool sword. And then, I guess the last one is the chainsaw. Okay, and then for the chainsaw, it seems like you need this hand and I think this specific hand. It's kind of annoying that so many of the hands look similar. But let's see. Can I remove this? Okay. Oof. Oh no. Like, where are the hands? Oh wait, actually before you do that, there seems to be like a way to fit in the hand here. I'm not sure how you slip it through here. I think this... I don't think that moves. I think that's a single molded thing. Hold on. How the hell does this work? Sorry I'm taking so fucking long. Oh, this part's detached. Oh, that's cool, it detaches. That makes my life easier. And then you just put it back. Why isn't it going back? So many like small intricacies about this thing that is a little annoying. Okay. That hand is in there now. Wait, what do I do with the other hand? Okay, I think I figured it out, because it took way longer than it was supposed to. All I know is that this hand properly fits into this grip, right here, and then this hand, there's like a small part you can detach like on this corner, and then the hand grips in, but I still don't think that's how the chainsaw is supposed to be held. But I wouldn't know, because the diagram's kind of showing one thing, but it doesn't feel like it makes sense. So I'm not sure how I got it to work, but once I do the actual review, I'll have it figured out properly. Yeah, so that's the unboxing for Doomguy. I'm really looking forward to doing the full review. Hopefully by the time you see this video, I'll already be hard at work on it, but like I already know that I'm really behind on a whole bunch of things, but these things take time, okay? It's like a combination of being busy, procrastinating, and just not having enough energy to do the stuff I want to do, because I have so much stuff that's piled on. So unfortunately for me, that just means that all my stuff takes forever to come out. But if anyone is willing to be patient, then, you know, I'll deliver the videos when I'm able to. So there's that. Like, I still haven't even done my best figures of 2025. Like, it'll be out by like this month or next month, which is pretty bad. It's like almost halfway through the year, and I'm doing the video from last year. But hey, if Spider Criminal can get away with it, so can I. But yeah, hopefully I can do the full review for Doomguy soon, and that's pretty much it. See ya.